whose responsibility is it for Caleb to make the best of a bad thing? It's Caleb's. It's not mine. It's not Christopher's. It's not God's. It's Caleb's. So, we all go through difficult things. We all have bad things happen to us. Some of it's our fault. Some of it's not our fault, but it's our responsibility. It's our problem. It's something that we have to make the best of. So I'll say that. Yeah.
One quote really fast. So that made me think of Mrs. Hormozy. She said, I may not been the one at fault, right? It may not be my fault, but it's my problem now. So I have to take responsibility, even if I'm like, I did nothing wrong, I still have to figure out what to do about it. Yeah. So the responsibility is still on you.
Just like taking ownership
yeah.
of everything that happens in your life. So 3 points would be, understand that, let's walk it back a little. So when it comes to bad things that happen to you where somebody does you wrong, let's say. So it's not really your fault, like someone just does you wrong, let's say. You got to understand that they have problems with them. Like, I think every time somebody does something wrong to you or they mistreat you in some way, there's probably something that they're struggling with, and that's probably part of why they mistreated you, okay? So they have problems with them. I have some things I need to work on. I will focus on what I can control. Mm-hmm. So they have problems with them. I have some things that I need to work on. And then all that being said, what am I going to do? I'm going to focus on what I can control. So I know for me, there's times that I was bitter at people because they kind of did me wrong or they caused me pain in some way, but they didn't know. They were just naive. So that's not that big of a deal. There's another time where I was bitter at somebody because they basically just like didn't want to be my friend and like wanted to be friends with this person. This was like a really long time ago. I was just like really bothered that over time, like this person just wouldn't give me the time of day. It bothered me. And they could have tried to encourage me and help me with like certain things I was struggling with. But bottom line, like I became bitter at that person, and they had problems with them. Like they were going through some health issues as well. They were struggling with some things, and I had some things that I needed to work on. Like I was like pretty needy back then because of everything I've been through and just how my life was. Growing up, let's say, because like when I was 14, I had a bunch of health issues, so that kind of changed how I acted in some ways. So I was very needy and probably annoying to this person. So maybe that's why they didn't really want to give me the time of day. But again, they had struggles they were going through. I had some things that I could have done better. There's things that I could work on. But all that being said, eventually what helped me to get over that bitterness and that frustration that really, it bothered me for years and years. But what really helped me getting over that was just focusing on what I can control. And I didn't need that person. I just needed to find meaning and purpose and fulfillment. But I thought that to do that, I needed to have a relationship with this person, not like dating or something. I just felt like I needed this person in my life. But that's not true. I just needed meaning, purpose, fulfillment in other things like God, like getting closer to God, being able to have more responsibility, like working a job and things like that. Having connections with other people was part of what helped too. But I thought, well, in order for me to feel a certain way, like I need to be able to have a relationship with this person. But like that was just completely wrong thinking. And that's also focusing on what I can't control, because I couldn't control that person and make them like want to give me attention or talk to me or be helpful. Like I couldn't control that other person. So until I started focusing on what I could control, which is, all right, how can I improve my life without depending on somebody else? And just thinking through, like, just analyzing my life and starting to think through, like, all right, what can I do to improve my life and my, different areas of my life? That's what helped. So hopefully that helps you out. Again, it would be, they have problems with them. I have things I got to work on, and I'm going to focus on what I can control. There's not a lot of things that you can control in life, but you can control yourself, your actions, your behaviors, your thinking, and you can choose to think on the right things. So does that make sense?